Okay, I am going to be doing some maintenance on a 2005 slk350. Today I'm going to be doing, I just bought the car used, so I'm going to be going through it today. Starting with an oil change and an air filter change. I've already started, so I'm going to go through what I've done already. I removed the shroud here, which is what you need to start with. This just pops up and off. I've already disconnected, so I'm going to make it look easy, but it's not that easy. You've got to pull up a little harder than that. You're going to take that off. You're going to put it aside somewhere safe. And then this rear one, there's a rear clip here. You pop this clip back, this little metal clip here. You're going to take that off, and then there's two spring clips located behind here. You'll see them if you really take a look here. There's one right here. Not sure how much the video can grab that one, it's in the dark. But basically you're going to pull up on that clip, and there's one on the other side. You're going to lift it up so that the shroud becomes loose. And then you've got your two intakes, one here, and a little air tube here. You're going to disconnect those as you're lifting this up. And you're going to back the shroud up, and it'll come right off. Once you've done that, just lift that up. And again, you're going to put that aside. You're going to turn it upside down. And the first thing you can do is your air filter. So you've got 4 torque screws located on this. You're going to back those torque screws off. This is going to pop off. I've already done it, so I'm not going to do it again. But you pop that off, and you've got your air filter there. Put it back on. Go to the other side and do that one. Then your next step, I'm going to start my oil change, so I'm going to get it up on the lift. But as you can see, my oil filter is located right here. And I'll start that on the next video. Hopefully this helps. Okay, here we are again, and we're going to start changing the oil on the 2005 slk350. I've got it up on the lift, which is a little complicated because it's such a small car. But we're going to remove the shroud which covers the oil pan. So we've got a shroud here. It's a little plastic shroud, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts, or 7, 6. So 6 bolts we're going to remove, and that should expose the oil pan, which will have the oil drain on it. And we'll start that and go to the next process here. Bye. Okay, so here we are. I've removed the first plastic shroud, and actually I had to remove the second one. It's just 4 more bolts. In this case 3 because there was one missing. So we've got the 2 shrouds off on the slk350, and we're looking for the oil drain pan, and it's right here, which is the on the driver's side. It's a small bolt. Looks like a 13 or something, but again, if you're having trouble finding it, just look for the oil pan, and there's always a bolt somewhere around there, and there it is. So we're going to take that off and drain what I believe is 8.5 quarts of oil. And at the same time, while that's draining, you can do a little bit of cleaning, and we'll get going on this. And here you can see the oil's draining out, and 8.5 quarts is a lot, so let her go. And it was a 13 bolt, and have plenty of rags around when you're changing oil, that's for sure. Alright, so I've drained my oil, I've put my drain plug back on, tightened it up, cleaned up a little bit, and we're ready to go. So we're just going to reverse our steps here, put our plastic shrouds back up, and then we're going to drop the car and do our oil filter up top. Okay, so for the oil filter, it's again right here. I actually bought a socket that fits on that. It's a 74 millimeter socket there, and we'll back that off. And like you can see, I'm just backing it off here. Trying to hold the phone and do the wrench at the same time. Hopefully not making a mess. Alright, we'll put that down there. Let's see what we got here. I believe this is a cartridge filter, so See how much of a mess we make here. It's not too bad, as you can see. I'm going to flip it right up quick, and we've got a cartridge filter. And I'm going to get this into our drain pan and slide the cartridge off and slide the new one on. And like I said, the cartridge just slides off, and you're going to slide the new one on. This is again a genuine OEM. Try not to spill the oil anywhere. And I'm just going to put the phone down for a sec. And there we are with the new Mercedes-Benz filter on there. The one I took off was a Pennzoil. The Mercedes was a much tighter fit, or if it was just new, but you have to use quite a bit of force to push it on there. There's a couple of O-rings there that you push it over. I think that's done, so we're just going to take again, we're going to slide it into our little filter housing. Get the thread started here. There we go. Be careful with this plastic. You don't want to screw up the plastic here. And we'll tighten it down, and then I'll get a wrench. And doesn't need to be very tight, just snug. Most filters just need to be hand tight, but I'll use the wrench and tighten it a little bit more. Okay, so now we're just adding oil. Again, 8.5 quarts are right around there. So the oil fills on the left side. And we're just putting back the top shroud here. One thing to note, you're going to be going side to side just to line up these guys right here. So you're going to drop that in first at an angle, slide it in. And we're going to make sure that in the back here, you see the intake to the throttle body, I guess, or the manifold. You want to make sure that's covered, so you drop that right on there, and make sure you get this back clip. It should line up perfectly when you really push it down. So I'm going to try that right now. It's a little difficult. Make sure these hoses are lined up. You definitely don't want that. Anything wrong there. And I'm having a little issue, so I'm going to have to put down the camera and do it. Okay, so the issue I was having is you really have to push hard. So you have to get these in first. Get these 3 in there. And then remember that you've got the metal clips under there. You really have to push hard, so I had to put 2 hands down on each side and press on each side to get it to seat properly. And then I'm going to snap this clip on like that, and then we're going to put the front shroud on, which we'll grab over here. And again, the whole idea is not to break anything, of course. And this shroud slips into the upper shroud. I believe just you seat the on there and it just snaps on, so really nothing difficult about that shroud. Again, press it down everywhere, make sure it's seated well, and that's a wrap. Hopefully this helps anybody. There we go. And hopefully I can make some other videos coming up. I got to do a cabin filter, try to catch it.